pins. There are head pins and then there's eye pins. So for the bulk of it, and I've got all kinds of nice sparklies and charms. Pardon the blue glove, I'll be taking that off in a minute. I've had a lot of robberies here in the past month, so we're getting fingerprinted, things are getting fingerprinted, and videos are being going over, so we're going to put those bad guys behind bars where they belong. So I'm going to get my materials so you can see what I use to make stitch markers. Well, I wish I had a prettier backdrop for you, but this will do for now, I guess. Just to show you some of them that I made. These have pretty little sparkly spacers in between. Let me see if I can adjust this camera. Oh, how did I know that was going to happen? Oh, shoot balls. Okay, here's some that I made. I think you can see them better. Now I've noticed that if I make a heavier piece, I will use a lobster claw. And that's great for 4 weight and up. But then with your lighter weight yarns, like baby yarn or sport weight, sock weight, I use the Leverback earrings, and this is a light one, even with the little charm. There's a butterfly on it, multiple colored beads. This is a heavier one. This used a what they call an eye pin, which has got a loop on the bottom for you to attach something. And I also, because they're heavier, bigger beads, I also use the lobster. Oops, here we go, lobster clip, which most of us mature women appreciate the lobster claw, because we can see them. But I've also noticed some people have been making them using what do you call it? Fish hook earrings. Like this, little fish hooks. Which is okay. I mean, that's good for, I guess, a knitting needle. Plus you can bend that down if you need to. I didn't do this one. I don't think I did this one. No, I didn't. That's from somebody else. But yeah, so you can bend that down if you want to keep it in your project. Now I want to show you some of the tools of the trade that you will need in order to make stitch markers. Okay, this is a bed tray I bought off of Amazon. So when I'm in bed, I can work on some of my stitch marker projects. And it's a little bit cluttered right now, but you know what? The room I'm in is pretty tiny, so but I'll start showing you some of the tools. This, now I don't know, they all might have a specific name. I don't know offhand the specific name. This is going to help curl your wire or your pins, head pins. Let's see if I have one handy. Let's see, over here. Yep, here's one. Just grab it. Yep. See, this is a head pin. No, this is an eye pin because I've already attached the loop to the bottom of it. This is a very short one, so you won't be able to put much on this. But this is what you would use to loop your, see, like that, to bend it. And it takes a little practice to make them good. I will tell you that. Also, with the rings, you never spread them apart. You don't open them like you think you would. Let's see, a bauble I've got ready to put on something. Oh my goodness. This is more like a clamp, which I use for bending, clamping it shut, squeezing things shut. Doesn't work as well for twisting because you don't get a nice even curl. I know I got wire cutters and they were offered free, just pay shipping on Facebook. Usually those things are a rip-off, but I actually got lucky. These work great. These are awesome. They snip, you don't even feel it, man. You snip the wire, it's cut. It's beautiful. So you will need some wire snippers. So you can trim your wire or your pins when needed. This is another clamp, basically, not a clamp because it doesn't clamp shut, but you know, when I'm opening up a loop, I can use one in each hand. In fact, I need to find the loop so I can show you. Oh, here's one of, this is a head pin. If you notice, if you can see it, I doubt it, but if you could, it's just got a little stopper on the bottom. And it's bendable, so it's not a straight pin like you would use in your sewing. So what do we got here? Oh, this is, I love this tool. This is a very good tool. This actually gives you six ways, 6 sizes to curl your head pin or your eye pin. You can make 6 different nice size loops. If it's too big, you go down a size, tighten it up a little bit. If it's too long, snip it with the wire clippers and then use this. This is a very handy tool. Don't know its exact name, but I know Temu has them for about $6 and change, which is quite affordable. But you can get these in any craft store like Michael's, Joann's, and go when they have a sale. You know, I never buy anything unless it's on sale. Gotta save money nowadays. This is another loop maker, basically. You see it's thicker here and tapers down skinnier. But I tend to like the other one more. And I've got lots of beads. I've got turtle beads. Oh, jump rings. You want to get open jump rings. They're not actually open when you get them. Don't get split jump rings. They're a pain in the doodah. So, see if I get one open. Oh my gosh, these are small. These are small. But these are wide enough where I can open it with just my bare hands. And you always want to bend it. Right? Of course I can't even see the opening, so I gotta feel for it. Ah! There's the opening. Hold on, folks. Yep, there we go. Well, I did open it a little bit. Alright, now's a good time to use my clamps. And then you see what I'm talking about. That's not the clamp, this is the clamp. There we go. See, I'll have 2 clamps, one in each hand. Basically what you do is you kind of bend it that way, spread it that way. There you go. It's upside down. It's still opened up though. You don't try to pull it apart. You just bend it enough where you can slide your charm on it or your earring ring or whatever you're using. I just got a pop-up covering up what I'm doing. How annoying. I hate when that happens. Now I gotta find the mouse. I have to click out of it. It's Microsoft giving me news updates. I don't need that. Okay, so let me keep the tools handy. We ought to keep a bunch of little doodads and whatnots handy. I started making one, but I don't like it. She's got like little sunflower kind of beads on it. I don't care for it that much. They're not porcelain or glass. They're kind of rubbery. I don't know. Maybe I'll make it anyway. I've got enough of the beads. This is your regular head pin. And they come in millimeters. So this is pretty long. So I'm going to say that's at least 12 millimeters. And that's another thing, have if you can. They're not expensive. I have a little electronic one that measures millimeters with the bead sizes. Most of the beads I use are 6 or 8 millimeters. Oh, look at this beautiful piece someone sent me. I'm not sure if this came from D or not, but I think it did. Isn't this great? Little scissors. So you don't stab yourself. I hang that right next to the bed on the doily, where all my stitch markers are. I do have beading wire, but I've never used it. I do enjoy just working with the pins. I really do. I may advance to the wires later on. Oh, and another thing you can get from Temu, which I have, are these wonderful little bags, organza bags, to put them in. So when you send stitch markers to folks, you can have them packaged very prettily. We got two hooked together. No, that's just one. Yes, this is what I made. You see? Got a cross on it. And just a regular Leverback. Pretty beads. I don't think I've made two the same way. Oops. There's two of them. Either that or one came off. These are two very tiny lobster claws. Lobster claws do come in different sizes. Now, my hands, like I say, kind of older and bumbly, and those are difficult for me to open up and attach to the project. But for people who don't mind them, they work great, especially for doilies, for thread projects, with the very light baubles on the end. They're very small lobster claws. And the thing is, I bought a bunch of them, and I'm like, man, why did I buy them in this? What are these, like 2 millimeter, 4 millimeters? They're really too small. So, you know, I'm American. I don't know nothing about no millimeters. Now this is something else I like that I bought from Temu. These little plastic organizational cases. There's 3 levels, and believe me, this little sucker's heavy. I packed it pretty full. I've got the straight pins and head pins. I keep saying straight pins. Head pins, eye pins, Leverback earrings, all of that stuff in here. And I've got a couple more of them with beads. So I suggest Temu because the prices are very affordable as compared to buying beads from a big box store. See, this has got all kinds of pretty little pearls and beads and baublies. See, let me see if I can find one of the pins so we can put one together. Trying to remember what's got what in it is a challenge for me. I've never been very organized. ADDDDD, that's my name. ADDD, that's me. Oh, there's one here. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, swap it out. This one's pink. Sort of pinky. Oh, I got so many pretty charms. I'm telling you. And then on the bottom I see the earring backs right down here. Here are the pins. Got a whole bunch of them. And I'll set off right. I'll separate them by color, like the gold on one side. All the charms. Got marine kind of charms. little turtles, sparklies, sparkly things. And here are some eye pins, but they're very small eye pins. They're short. So with this I would probably make an angel. I got the little angel wings. Oops. What the heck? I'm telling you. Oh. Alright, I'm going to have to just stop the video for a second and pull out what I need, and then we can make one. I hope you can see that. Now it's saying the audio level is too high. Oh, for crying out loud. I've got little angel wings on here. I'm using the head pin. The head pin. No, I'm sorry, again, the eye pin, because it's got the little loop already built into it on the bottom. That's an eye pin. And you will learn that if you put a big old honking bead like this on a regular head pin, it may slide off. So, in this case, an eye pin works better. It's already got the little loop that prevents it from coming down. So I put a big pearl on the end, the little angel wings in the middle, I put a gold bead for its head. And now what I'm going to do is twist the top of that with my favorite tool. One of them. There we go. Now there's not a whole lot of room here to make a loop. So I'm going to use a smaller setting here, I think here. You see? And of course I can always tweak it when I'm done. Because you always want to tweak it. You don't want any space. If you have any space, like I have right there, stuff is going to slide. You won't be able to put your bearing back on it, the Leverback, or it'll slide off. So, in fact, I think I'll grab an earring back right now. I just happen to have some handy. There are lots of charms. I got kitty cat charms. I got a black cat charm, white cat, a gray cat with stripes. All kinds of cute little charms. Alright, we're going to slide this on and try to get it shut. Oh, I shouldn't have had that much coffee this morning. Look at my hands. I'm shaking like an alcoholic. I don't even drink anymore. What the heck? Got to thinking I ain't no fun since I quit drinking. So now as you grab your little claw, you can bend it more, you can manipulate the wire to where you want it to be. And it takes a little practice, and as you can see, when I'm not real steady-handed, I have more problems. I mean, I can't switch to decaf. I just can't. Years ago, my husband bought decaf coffee and didn't tell me. And I started a new job. And it was a very high-stress job. I was working for Isaac Heller, one of the richest men in the United States. He owns all those Heller warehouse parks all over the United States. He was a Brazilianaire. Anyway, for the first 3 days, I'm going to learn this new job, and I feel like I'm walking in thick pea soup. And then I found out he's making me decaf coffee. Oh my gosh, I just about hit the roof. Yeah, we've almost got that perfect. I'll tweak that a little bit later. But as you can see, hopefully you can see. Oops. Angel flew away. There's my angel. Now because I got that nice little loop on the bottom, I can add a charm. And, oh, I got fun charms. I've even got some for Halloween. Look at this, look at this. Halloween. Excuse me, and here's another angel. Or I could just put a very pretty little bauble on the bottom, like this pretty little sparkly thing. I do try to keep the colors of the same. Like if it's silver, I try to stick with the silver. You know, silver headband, silver Leverback clasp, silver. I do try to stick. I don't think it's that big a deal if you don't, but it's just my personal preference. You put these together any way you're happy. Look at this. Look at this pretty one. This is real pretty. Very sparkly, and it's got a kitty cat. Now, but people are going to ask me, oh, how much are you selling them for? Well, I don't know yet. I guess I'm like looking at other people's to get an idea. I don't think they would be expensive to ship. And I put them in a pretty little bag like I showed you. Probably put it in a card to help protect it. I would write hand cancel on it so it doesn't go through a machine and get squished. Black cat. Black cat doesn't go with the angel. But when you have a regular head pin, if you notice your big old bead comes right off, you need what's called spacer beads. And these little babies, these are great. This is a very sparkly one all the way. Very, very intricate. Very tiny and intricate. And sparkly, because everything's better when it sparkles. I don't know what I'm going to put on the bottom of this. I want it to be silver. Let's see who we got in here. Well, I can play around in my room, I guess. Put some more together. But just to give you a general idea of what to do, this is using a regular, this is an eye pin. See the loop on the bottom? This is an eye pin. I bought it like that. And then I put all the pretty beads on it, and I put a little seashell with a pearl on the bottom. It's very sparkly, and it's not heavy. So I used a Leverback earring, because it's not heavy. If it were heavier, I would use the bigger lobster claws. I've got 2 or 3 different sizes of lobster claws. Oh look, it's a little bee. You know, when I hear the word bees, I think of bees. Bees creative hands. Bees. I'm a bees. Oh my goodness, her live was so much fun last night. See, I already opened this up. This is ready. This is ready to get put on. Right here. Oh! Fumble fingers! Fumbly fingers. Maybe next time I should pop the Valium. After the coffee I have in the morning. Well, I make triple strength coffee, and I did when I was truck driving too. What am I going to put on the end of this? I want to put something. Oh, what do we got over here? Let's see if I got something I can put on. That's why I like the eye pins, because they can add a little dangly. Here we go. This would look nice. I got a cross. And the cross goes with the theme. Now, to put that together, you do it sideways. You don't pull it apart like that. No, you just kind of do it like that. One door opening and the other door opening the other way. You do it like that, not like that. So here we go. We just made, look at that, an angel stitch marker. There's your angel. There's the cross. See, it's not hard at all. It's fun. It's a lot of fun, and it really, I never was big on stitch markers. I would just use a piece of yarn. But I started getting stitch markers. I'd win some in some of the giveaways on YouTube. And I started to see the benefit. I mean, one, they're like little works of art. They really are. Each one's unique. Everybody has their own different style. And they pretty up your project. They really do. They don't just hold a place in your project. They pretty it up. So while you're working on it, it's catching the light. And if you're out in public somewhere, like the doctor's office, somebody might say, "Oh, what you got there?" Before you know it, you get to have a conversation. Oh, another thing that these are good for. If we're going to find it a little difficult to pick up little tiny rings. So, there you go. Pick it up with this. And especially if you magnetize it a little bit on the end. And here's a silver, another silver eye pin. So to pick up little bitty pieces. Anyway, if you found this useful or helpful in any way, shape, or form, and I will practice to get better at doing a tutorial. And because again, camera placement is important, volume is important, all kinds of stuff. It can get very complicated. So I would appreciate a thumbs up for all my hard work. And I do appreciate your watching. I love you guys all very much. It's the best community in the world. It's the crochet community, the fiber community on YouTube. So check out some awesome people. Check out Dee's Creative Hands. Check out Mama G here. Michelle Crochets in Kansas. We're going to have a big birthday party in a week or two. Big birthday party. Everybody was born in July. And there'll be lots of giveaways on that channel too. So, y'all have a blessed day, and y'all come back now, you hear? Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.